engulfing him in the attack for like 2 seconds before Vegeta completely overpowers it and makes contact with Toppo himself, pushing him off the stage and gives
Woo. That final explosion never gets tired to look at. Hey, yo, what's happening, peoples? It's your boy Blaze here, back to you with another one here for Venomous Reactions, and it's been a long time since I said this, but we got a codename Super video here for you, and the title is picture perfect. The time Frieza turned Toppo into a demon and Vegeta had to humble him. And we all know the story with the Tournament of Power. Yeah, Toppo, he went nuclear berserk when he went to God Destruction mode, and he just basically just like said, F this, I'm gonna basically brutalize everybody in sight. And Vegeta saw that, and yeah, Toppo got humbled in the most expeditious way possible, and with a finisher that we're all accustomed to. So you know what, we're gonna see what Codename Super has to say about this. Should be entertaining as always. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. So it starts off by Toppo getting spammed by Andriggity 17, but he's just sitting there blocking it with his comically large arms. It's just pushing him back
Dude's
a bit,
arms is
and the scene goes
ridiculous.
into slow motion. His dumbass is talking about, I see it. I see through it. I thought he would start weaving, hitting the sonic sway on the key blast, but we got that cutscene just so he could run out of there. And that boy 17's aim was ass. That shit would go off in D-Wave statue. Like, really look how far away he is from the attack. I know Dr. Giro's looking up like that is not my machine. After he reaches his limit of 30 seconds of cardio, he had to charge at 17. Going right through the key blast, taking damage,
With
and
ease,
slams it to the ground. So now they're standing off, and Toppo proceeds to do this ass wind up to fire a key blast. And if I pause the scene right here, it would simply look like he's doomed. But that survival instinct programming kicked in. He hits a turnaround key blast, heels sliding on the floor and all, and clashes with Toppo.
Smooth
Putting
with
him
it.
in that quick time event, and Toppo was winning. Damn near kicked 17 off the stage. But a hero comes in, picks Toppo from the back, and just look at this entrance. Tail whipping on the ground. And straight up
Golden
going,
Frieza has
ready to do
arrived.
some devious things. He jumps down and just holds his finger out and hits him with
Death
one
beam.
beam, just testing the waters to see if he could really tank these hits. And Toppo just like, that shit nothing for real. I eat those.
Yeah, he was
And
eating them
Frieza's
death
just like,
beams for real.
oh, word? And starts breaking it. The barrage of beams took the pride out of the...
Yep, we get flashbacks from when Frieza and Piccolo went at it, and yep, he did not let up at all with the death beams. And basically, Toppo was just eating it up like it was nothing. So, Frieza, what do you do now? I wonder.
The Pride Trooper fit, and it causes him to lose the advantage in the beam struggle. He's still holding on though. I mean, hey, he's 7 DP for a reason. And Frieza's just like, good job, bro. Charges up a beam and shoots it at him. Causing him to lose the clash, and after the smoke clears, we see his legs and hands shaking like he about to guard Kyrie. He's standing there unconscious like Rock Lee, and then he falls to his knees. And nah, bro, the speed at which Frieza came down to start flaming him needs to be studied. He didn't even give my man 3 seconds to wallow in self-pity. He's over there calling his mustache shitty, saying he got a bad build, basically anything but kicking his ass off the stage. Dudes like him are real dickheads. You already won. And it's still not enough for you. You gotta push him down.
You fat, you ugly, and you stink, monkey.
After the 30 seconds of verbal abuse, he gets up and starts powering up at straight lightning surrounding. Yeah, Frieza really gotta be the method to finding your inner ability. But I was sitting...
It was at that moment Frieza knew he was screwed. Like, he could have kicked Toppo off the stage and basically eliminated him, but no, you had to go into his Frieza bag and hit him with the insult beam, which never works. All it does is piss people off. But Frieza learned that the hard way. That's the quickest way to get your ass kicked.
And they're watching and praying that this transformation would make him lose his shitty mustache. But I guess we can't all get what we want. They give him this here damn ass transformation, turned him dark skin, gave him some shitty glow in the dark tats, and the final verdict is
The glow in the dark tats is
hell.
crazy.
So after the transformation, Frieza was looking at him like Gotham Knights, straight up not buying it. He fires a beam, and it disintegrates off Toppo's torso. And now it's his turn to go on offense. Frieza was aware that that shit was kind of embarrassing, so he starts hitting the fake laugh out of nervousness and does his signature emote for no
Frieza,
reason.
you'll never
And since no one
learn.
was dodging shit, it became a short turn-based game. He charges a Hakai, which is supposed to just evaporate everything it touches. Don't really know why he's using it, but Frieza was still not fazed by it. He started having flashbacks to the first time he encountered it, and it was a light snack for him. So with the confidence, bro is gonna extend out one arm. And look at him. This is the face of a man that found out he's not like that. As it starts devouring him, he extends out both hands, but it wasn't enough. It starts engulfing him, causing this huge explosion, destroying the whole tournament of power map, and that is the end of Frieza for now. Toppo switches his target back to Dragedy 17 and shows us Boo's POV of when he caught Gohan hiding behind the rocks. He gets told to come on out, and now he's trying to act like he don't care for real. Come on now, bruh. Your ass was hiding for a reason.
care,
Toppo
Android
starts firing
17.
at him,
You
and
care.
you know 17 couldn't wait to up the barrier. He been using this move since he fought Piccolo and never let that shit go. But what he didn't realize is that shit got hit with the biggest patch. You should have known it was coming though. After the Destructo disc, you were next on the list. The key blast start hitting the barrier and it starts to crack. Had 17 in that bitch sweating bullets, and he knew he had to relocate.
I would be sweating
Finds a
bullets
rock
too.
to hang up on, and that boy
bro.
Toppo is not letting him rest. He jumps straight at him, and look at him. He not even blinking or flinching. He's just gonna go.
Yeah, this is when you know Toppo was in a different mode. That God of Destruction mode was something fierce, and both Frieza and Android 17 found out the hard way just how dangerous it could be. Woo! Look at him, just
May
eat them
17
key
hit the flip and
blasts.
do the longest stride of his life. He's not trying to squabble for real. The chase down is really like seeing a different angle of 2016 Braun, blocking Iguodala, but instead when he catches up, he's not blocking shit. He just punches him through the rock. And now he's laying there thinking about what to do next. And I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna have to get hit with the backless allegations. He starts running around him on some Rock Lee shit, but instead of hitting him with a clean move, he just key spams. Trash. Got Toppo standing there staring at nothing. Looking
He's
like the Dragon
just
Ball
standing
equivalent
there
of
like
Luke
it's
Cage.
nothing.
He's spam resistant. Beerus tells him to stop that shit, and he does. And then he tries to end it off with the V, which again, doesn't do shit. It almost made Toppo look majestic, but that shitty mustache is ruining it. But now it's time for Toppo to attack. He throws a Hakai ball, and look at the accuracy. Look at how he leads the attack. This is the type of shit I like to see. Real skill. But I gotta give it to 17 too. This gotta be his only highlight in this fight. He uses his own key blast to push himself out the way and avoids evisceration. But it's not over though. As he charges another Hakai ball, someone throws a rock at it. And it's him. It's Frieza. He's back in action. The pose he hit reminded me of him on Namek. But he's gonna wish he stayed down because this was flat out embarrassing. So first Frieza's gonna start off with a death ball. And the camera pans back to Toppo. And he got his eyes closed like he's really just at peace.
When someone stands like that, they know that the attack their opponent is about to do is not going to work. And I'm almost afraid to see how this is going to turn out and what Codename Super has to say about it.
Pre-ordering the satisfaction he gonna get from beating Frieza's ass. So he throws a death ball thinking it's gonna be the end of Toppo. But then he makes a Hakai ball the size of a pebble and just flicks it at it. It eviscerates it, and the cameraman is really out there trying his hardest to make him look cold, but it is just not working.
Yeah,
Toppo
that
finna
mustache
be
is
like,
ruining
"Nah, bro,
everything."
I ain't paying you. You made me look mad chopped. And he finna be like, I made you? You are chopped. Toppo flies at him, and Frieza was not ready for it at all. Hand down, man down. Punch got him looking like rubber, grabs his head, got his arms up like he on a roller coaster, and slams him down. If you were allowed to off people, he could have just suffocated him right there. His large ass hand is just covering his whole face. He picks Frieza up though, looks at him right in his eyes, and starts squeezing his head, trying to wring out the evil out of him with a different method. He drops Frieza to take a free kick and punches him off the stage. But a rock stops his momentum and stops him from falling off. 17 is clutch, but now it's time for him to face off against Toppo again for the third time. He turns around to face him, and he shoots a key blast for no reason. Got Toppo staring straight up unimpressed. He done tried the key blast 9,000 times, but he got that.
Android 17, when will you learn that type of tactic does not work on someone like Toppo? You should know this by now. Come on.
Vegeta addiction. He always thinks he's one key blast away from doing real damage. Toppo
He thought,
flash, and it was clear as day that he was not winning this shit. The Hakai ball heads towards him, and he jumps out the way, leaving him with only one option in strategy. He started doing the Tom and Jerry method. He starts doing the race, and shit was looking like a Sonic trailer. He really moving. He hits a sharp left and jumps over the rock, and Toppo puts a hole through the wall to get right to him. Now he has him right where he wants him. He key spams the structure down due to it being weakened by Toppo, and it all comes crashing. Toppo, of course, breaks out the rock and starts spamming 17 5 meters away. The damage made him drop to his knees, and it's looking like it's over. He charges up this big finisher to end it once and for all, but someone interferes, and Toppo turns around and sees no other than Frieza standing right behind him. Frieza goes ahead and uses paralysis on him, and it was really looking like he was going to show us something until he started levitating rock chips, and it was back to reality. He's on that bullshit. He throws it at him, of course not doing any damage. Don't know why his dumbass is surprised. And Toppo comes in, grabs him by the neck, and throws him away. And you could tell whoever animated this shit was feeling rebellious because they put no soul into these frames. Made him just a PNG file flying through the air. Frieza lands, and to end off the fight, Jiren throws a straight key blast that booms both 17 and Frieza. So now it's time to run the final fight. Enter the Prince. Vegeta goes in to attack Jiren. Toppo lets him know that he got ISO on the Prince, knocking him out the sky, making it a 1v1. It's game time. Toppo's gonna start off with spamming Vegeta with Key Blast, and he clearly doesn't know who he is. This is his major. He jumps out the way and hits a not-so-final flash on Toppo, and he uses a Hakai Ball to negate the attack
to pretty much
pass. And this gotta be one of the goofiest scenes ever.
I can't afford to lose.
Ooh.
Like what, bro? This gotta be the first person to be surprised that he got attacked in a fight. He didn't even move that fast. He clearly had enough time to react, but now he got himself caught in a combo. Toppo uses a Key Blast to push him back up, then he teleports and hits him with the two-hand slam to the ground. And Vegeta finally reconnected his controller because he jumps out the smoke. Toppo tries kicking him, he weaves, and damn near breaks his leg. Toppo had a smooth recovery though. As he grabs onto the floor, kicks him back, he's gonna use a Key Blast, but he's using it with IQ.
Now
he
we
fires
get
at him
interesting.
to get him out of position and rushes him. Vegeta blocks it all though, and catches both fists, leaving the lower half of his body wide open, and he gets kicked away. Toppo uses a blast to push him further back, and now he's leaving an imprint on the wall. He's just sitting there like, damn. This is what this shit feels like. And Toppo charges up.
Yeah, you should know, Vegeta. Yeah, if not, you doing that to Goku, and then the time Broly gave you the vicious clothesline from hell into a space that left a big crater right in the middle of the structure. Whew, yeah, you would know how that feels, my guy.
A ball to finish him off.
Say goodbye.
He throws it towards Vegeta, and he starts to think about what's at stake, his family, and his promise to witch back Kaka's universe. This gave him all the strength he needed just to leave the attack out of existence. Shit ain't even explode. It was just gone the next second. He flies in and hits him with the clean right, causing Toppo to fly back and crash into the rocks. Next,
Vegeta got motivated.
Blast to block vision, but Toppo reacts in time, blocking the punches. His attacks were too strong though. As he gets pushed back, Toppo's just like, nah, this gotta end. Tries to stop his offense with the Key Blast, but it evaporates. Nope. Toppo shocked and off guard, and Vegeta gets close and hits him with consecutive left-rights to Toppo's dome. Straight headshot.
Give him the
He ends it
combo
off with this kick, sending Toppo back again.
Put the fries in the bag.
Seconds later, and that's when I knew this fight was over. Mans didn't even bother putting down the leg, he just leaves it bent in the air. He's feeling it. And now Toppo's God of Destruction is mad. He's just like, no way you're losing to Vegeta. He's dog shit. And I'm gonna be honest, I kinda understand it. Toppo got a whole God of Destruction form to lose to Super Saiyan Bluer. Toppo's trying to hold on though, as he tries to attack him with a Kai, and Vegeta just punches through it, and it leaves that boy Toppo flabbergasted. The right hook makes it no better.
That's when you know Toppo was at his end.
How is Vegeta all up in your grill and you're still using ranged attacks? He should be using that bitch like a Rasengan, but nah, he just tossing and missing. He tries that shit again and gets gut punched.
Nope.
And instead of putting up the dukes and fighting like a real man, he just charges it up again. Hell no. Then he's gonna watch him spin like a good boy and gets kicked into the rocks. And man, look at how far Vegeta has come. Instead of using that shitty final flash to end it, he's gonna use final explosion. He charges up, putting a yellow ball of energy around him, and that boy Piccolo is stressing. The last time Vegeta did that, it was against Buu, and he got his ashes tap danced on him. But that was because he was trying to send him to the afterlife. There's none of that over here. He's just trying to push him off the stage. He activates it, and Toppo's trying to use his 9,000th Hakai Ball. Come on now, bruh. Put that shit down. It's over. He throws it at him, engulfing him into the attack for like 2 seconds before Vegeta completely overpowers it and makes contact with Toppo himself, pushing him off the stage and gives it.
Woo. That final explosion never gets tired. Never gets tired to look at. If it not against Boo, then in the Tournament of Power. But the animation for it is whew, bravissimo. Bravissimo. Whew. And, you know, we're almost at the end, but you know what? We're going back for it. I'm sorry.
And gets kicked into the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And man, look at how far Vegeta has come. Instead of using that shitty Final Flash to end it, he's gonna use
Hey,
Final
I like
Explosion.
Final Flash, man.
He charges up, putting a yellow ball of energy around him, and that boy Piccolo was stressing. The last time Vegeta did that, it was against Boo, and he got his ashes tap danced on him. But that was because he was trying to send him to the afterlife. There's none of that over here. He's just trying to push him off the stage. He activates it, and Toppo's trying to use his 9,000th Hakai ball. Come on now, bruh. Put that shit down. It's over.
Stop.
He goes at him, engulfing him into the attack for like 2 seconds before Vegeta completely overpowers it and makes contact with Toppo himself, pushing him off the stage and gives Vegeta that honorable win. That's the end of the video. Thank you for 626K.
Yep. And that's how Toppo got humbled by Vegeta. And you know what? When you start spamming the Hakai Blast and get denied every time, it should register in Toppo's brain like, yeah, this ain't working out. I'm gonna have to try something else. But lo and behold, he kept on spamming the Hakai Blast, and Vegeta, he wasn't having it. He denied Toppo every attempt. So instead of, you know what, going with the normal finisher with the Final Flash, I'm glad they brought back the Final Explosion in that episode. Cause man, that move was vicious. You know, seeing that in Budokai 3 and in other Dragon Ball games. But the animation for that was just, whew, it made you just drop a tear in your eye just a little bit. Like, ooh-wee. But yeah, that's how Toppo got humbled in the most expeditious way possible by the Prince. And I want to know, man, what y'all thoughts are on this one, man. Yo, the Codename Super hit this on the nail or what? Yo, sound off in the comment section down below. And as always, thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. And don't forget to tell your peoples across the globe to kick it with your boys. It's one good solid time. And you already know what to do next, my peoples. Follow your boy on social media right over yonder. This is your boy Blaze here saying Chuck the Deuce. And I will see y'all in the next video. And I'm out.